Guys, this is also another plantation. We have some maize field here, a continuation of what we had from the previous two sections of the field. So this one was planted on the same day with the first one that we were showing from the previous video. Guys, you can see the difference. Here we have so much water. So the maize was growing so well. That's why it looks a little bit older than the previous maize. So guys, you can have a look at it. Yes, that's how we get some food in Africa. And maize is a staple food, especially in East Africa. Most part of the menu, most people eat maize products. Whether it is ugali, mostly known as cornmeal, or porridge, or a mixture of maize and beans. In Kenya, christened as githeri. So this is how we plant maize. This is totally manual planting and growing. It's not fully mechanized, or it is partially mechanized because we plow using tractors. That's why we say it is partially mechanized, but in terms of weeding, we just do it manually. And here is the maize, guys. Then we also have a small section here, a very small section where we have the maize that we planted very late. It's coming up, but it's a little bit younger than the other one. So you can have a look at that. It's next to the sugarcane plantation. That's the younger maize among all this maize. And here we see there is a lot of water here. So we gave somebody to do this job to make sure that we can drain this water. We dig up trenches to drain the water, but I think it was not done so well. But nevertheless, the maize is trying and it's coming up. You can have a look at it, guys. You can have a look. That is the maize. That is the maize. So that's what we are trying to do. This is Africa. And Africa needs to sustain itself, or to be food sufficient and food secure. And these kind of activities are the ones that ensure that we have food security. And food security is a very important thing in any country. That's why we try, however small it is, we ensure that we are food secure. Even if we have to do on a very small scale, either at a personal level or that can translate to a country level. Because you understand the multiple micro levels can determine at macro level what we have as a country in terms of food production. So basically this is what we have. And also there's this portion that was affected by water. There was so much water in that section. That's why you find it is yellow and stunted. So the leaves are mostly yellow and it is stunted. But we have some draining here. The water was flowing from that portion to this side. But again, we are going to apply some manure to try to give it more nutrients. Because mostly we do have DP, the ammonium phosphate, and also we give it CN, the fertilizer known as CN. Agronomists will tell you what it is. So this is just another extension, but The maize is being affected by some insects that are eating their leaves, especially the most softer part of the leaf at the middle. Like you can have a look at this one. This, it's being affected here. So they eat the softer part. So you see these leaves are very much affected. And so we sprayed some insecticides almost a week ago. They reduced, but again they are back. So I don't know how we will manage them, but we'll again spray. We will spray. Also, that portion was affected by so much water. So once we are done, once the weeding has been done, we'll apply some manure so that we see how it grows. So guys, that's the field. You can have overall, that's the way it is, up to there, up to there, up to there. It's not so much, it's just a very small portion. A very small portion, including the one that I was showing you there, that was planted late. That was late planting, but it's surviving. In Africa, planting is done seasonally. So this is also another field that has not yet been utilized. Maybe we'll expand a little bit to that portion. And we have this as very small section where you have so many trees. We will clear these trees and leave maybe 2 or 3 the healthy ones. Then we'll plant maize there for food consumption. Guys, that's how we do it. And it's a very chilly morning. You can see clouds. It's very cloudy. It rained yesterday heavily. It really rained. So the clouds are still up. There's also another draining where we have water oozing out, going downwards. The water comes from that portion, comes like this, then it goes like that, and it goes like that, then it goes downwards towards the sloping side. So guys, this is the one that we planted late. It is here like this. Like this. This tree here is a guava tree. During some season, it gives so many guava fruits. So this is what we have. This is what we have. We also have this draining. The water is coming from that section. Let me show you. The water is coming from that section like this. Then it goes like that up to that point. Let me just show you. It goes like that. Let me move this side. I show you a continuation. Here it is. It goes like that. Then we have a small section here where it goes like that. It drains downwards like that. Or if it's more, it goes beyond. Then again, if it drains downwards like that. It goes, does not appear so well, but down there it is deeper. So water can drain itself so much. So here's this end part of the smaller produce of the farm. The maize that we planted late. Here it is, guys. Here it is. And this draining. This is the lower part of the draining, but the upper part is what we are having, like this. so that we drain more excess water from the farm, because so much water will affect maize. So you normally dig this drainage to drain out this water, so that we only leave only the required amount of water in the farm. Like here, the drainage is okay. You see the maize is doing well. The maize is doing well and the soil is very fertile. This is organic farming, guys. I forgot to tell you about this being organic farming. We don't use so many chemicals apart from fertilizer. And the fertilizer we use is a certified one from the government, because we want to ensure we only consume food that are safe for human consumption. So guys, that's the drainage. The upper part of the drainage, it was done manually. That it is. That's the drainage. The more we move upwards, the smaller it becomes. But the more we move downwards where we have more water, the more deeper and wider it is relatively. So you see, here we don't have water and it's very narrow, because this side we don't have so much water. But it assists, the maize is growing well. When we have good drainage, then maize grows well. And one would wonder, why is this maize being drained, or we have some drainage? It's because the maize is planted on the lowlands. Lowlands, mostly near rivers. So that is it, guys. That is it. That is it. This is it. This is it. It stretches all that way. Can have a look. Can have a look. Can have a look. Here it is. 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 It goes all the way to that section. So if you look at it from the upside, you can have a look at that. That's the extension, the lower side that we've come from. I was showing we have some guava tree down there. It goes all like that, up to that point. Again, from that point to that point, extended there, then extended there, then up to here, 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 up to that point, going all this like that. Tell me what you think, guys. Goodbye.